Alright, everybody. If you guys have been watching me for a while, then you should know by now that I have a reputation for having an attraction to older women, okay? It's a thing that has been known about me, is that I have a heavy preference for women who are a decade plus older than me. And it's become a bit of a meme, and people tend to like that about me, and I like that about myself as well. And because of that, I was sent this video by a friend of mine named Apillo, who you should subscribe to as well, who makes YouTube videos, very good YouTube videos. This video is called 6 Women versus 1 Secret MILF. I don't know what to expect from this video, but I'm very interested to see what we're going to get from this. I consider myself a subject matter expert, so I understand why this was sent my way. I'm excited to see what we have here. Now, I want to teach you all a very important bit of information, okay? A MILF does not have to be a mom, nor does being a mom make a woman a MILF. I need to be very clear with you all here that a lot of people mix up certain terminology. Cougars are not MILFs, and MILFs are not necessarily cougars. A cougar is an older woman that actively seeks out younger men to have sex with, while a MILF is simply a hot older woman, okay? She does not have to be a mom. Simply a hot older woman. I hope I've cleared up some important information for you all here. J-Man G, thank you for the $20. I really appreciate that. Said, hey Zan, wanted to get your thoughts on singularity in regards to AI also from one MILF lover to another. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's way too much of a stun lock to get into from here. Is Jessie from Honey Pop a MILF? You're damn right she is. Brooke and Jessie from Honey Pop are pretty top tier. Yes.
I'm not a mom.
I am not a mom.
I am not a mom.
I am not a mom.
Not a mom.
I'm not a mom.
I'm not a mom.
Wait, is one of them lying?
What do you guys do for work?
I have 2 jobs, so I'm working anywhere from on the low end 60 to 80 hours a week. I'm a businessman.
Yo, what?
Wait, what do you say you do?
I'm a business manager and then also a head chef.
That's cool. You're in your grind era. I like that.
What do you do for a living? I'm a video editor.
Nice. I work at CBS right now.
I am an interior designer. I've been doing it about 3 years. I'm still in school, but I'm working for a firm in Costa Mesa.
I work for a nonprofit in STEM, so science tech. When I do science videos on the side, the Asian Bill Nye kind of.
Cool. I like that.
So I was a nursing major for a while, but realized I hated it. So left school, tried to figure out what I really wanted to do. So for the meantime, I am a bartender and server.
Nice. Yeah.
Sharon. She said she was a bartender part-time. I figured that would be a typical side gig. Part-time mom, part-time bartender.
I work at Starbucks. Come on. Part-time, but then I'm a full-time student as well, so.
What are you studying?
I'm studying health science. It's healthy lifestyles coach and fitness science.
What's your favorite kids show?
I don't like
Arthur.
Growing
Arthur's great. I was a Teletubbies girl.
Oh, they're making a comeback.
Oh.
Yeah.
the new Purple Wiggle.
It's a black
girl.
The purple one?
Yeah.
That's why. Like, she's cool, but then there's another one where it's the guy, and then they're remaking Blue's Clues with a new Steve.
As a girl? Or
No, it's the guy.
Another guy?
But it's like the
It's hard to
updated
tell.
Steve. So cool. But
Yeah.
So I was a little suspicious of Jade and Susan because they were saying shows that are recent and like the changes of the shows that
MILF? That's so fucking good.
were happening. So it was kind of just like, you guys are watching kids shows. You might have kids.
Do you guys have kids?
I was gonna try that. Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
I have a lot of
Do you guys have dogs?
Okay,
at all?
yeah. I have 2
I
dogs.
do.
I have 2 dogs too. Yes.
I have 4.
I want a dog.
And I kind of have 2 snakes as well. Yes.
Dang.
I want a dog, but my apartment won't let me have it. So.
How does anyone feel about kids in general?
They're so cool.
I like them after school, for sure.
I like to give them back to their moms.
But like cute monsters.
If you like this episode,
I feel like I have to give some commentary on this, okay? All right. Here's my read on each of them, okay? This girl and this girl feel like they don't look like their parents. That's a genuine, awake, like, peppy smile. You know, like, they've all put, like, a lot of work into their outfit. They had patience and time when getting dressed this morning and getting ready to leave the house. They didn't have a kid bothering them. They didn't have to cook a breakfast for anyone. So, and I feel like she's dressed a little too nicely. Like, she didn't have to take care of a kid this morning before leaving the house. That's what I'm judging it on, what they're wearing. Like, how quickly could they have gotten dressed? And I'm honestly leaning on this woman's dressed like a mom and this woman's dressed like a mom. It's all a trick, Zan. I have to go off what evidence there is, okay? This woman looks like she's dressed how a mom would dress, and this woman is dressed how a mom would dress. One of the biggest giveaways that a woman is a mom is how quickly she could have gotten dressed. Because so many moms have to get dressed. Like, if they're raising young kids, they got to get out of bed and be dressed to make breakfast, to change diapers, to do a whole list of things that I can't even think of. So if it looks like the kind of thing that she probably could have worn to bed or could wear to bed and still be comfortable, probably the mom. That's a good tell. I think that's a fairly decent tell.
If you like this episode and you want to see more, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Now let's figure out who the mole is.
I spend days entirely at home in my pajamas. My point is, getting done up with your hair, makeup, and outfit is really hard for a mom to be able to do. The dad's got to be really on top of like the kid or kids for the mom to have that kind of time and not have to like go do something. Like, it's just it's a stereotype I'm operating on. That's the best I can do at this point. It's the most info we have that's relevant. They all think it's Sharon.
The outfit that Sharon was wearing seemed kind of momish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Oh, she thinks it's Susan.
She radiated badass mom energy. I was just like, damn.
Cheers.
I think they were suspecting me based off of the comment I made about the kids' shows with Blue's Clues and the Wiggles. I was like, oh, dang it. I just saw that on TikTok type of thing.
That was intense.
I know. Can you guys like show me how to change a diaper?
I mean, I've had
Wipe
experience.
Oh, okay. You hold it.
It's the assertiveness of Jade. I was like, oh, the fact that she came up with that so quickly, maybe she's a mom herself.
Like, let's imagine the baby's like on the floor, I guess. Oh, not the floor.
Did you wipe the baby?
I just know you lift up the legs and
Wipe.
I think I was making myself worse at it because I was like, I'm not going to show you guys that I know how to change a diaper and make it seem as though I'm a mom, even though it's not just a act that is centered for moms.
She's
like, family members know how to do that.
overcorrecting.
I thought that was going to be a great idea, and it turns out I got nothing from that question.
Is she the MILF?
No knowledge at all, except for that it was a bad question.
Also, this is bullshit, by the way. They're all MILFs. They're all, like, assuming they're all, like, older women. Some of them look a little younger. They're all MILFs. Whether or not they have kids, they're MILFs. That's how it works. They're not cougars, necessarily, but they're MILFs. That's the standard. Like, yeah, hot older women are MILFs. That's the line. That's the label that now applies to you.
Do you guys want kids?
I don't think so right now. I just feel like there's so much life that I still want to, like, live, and I'm definitely okay with waiting.
I'm 26. I do not want kids right now. My mom actually had me and my sisters young. I was able to just see that secondhand on the struggle. I want to travel more. I'm married. Me and my husband. Thanks. Thank you.
My mom had my brother and I pretty late, and I think once she really figured out her life and did everything she wanted to do was the perfect time, and she didn't want to have
the MILF
kids
was
until
the
my grandma,
friends we
'cause
made
she's from
along the way.
Malaysia. My mom told
No. Cougar is not the proper label. A cougar, specifically, is a MILF, as in hot older woman, who goes after younger men. Sexually. That's the distinction. I will not have this vocabulary error made in my chat.
told her I'm not having these kids unless you come to America and help me take care of them. So she wanted to make sure she had all the support.
She just was not being direct about if she did want kids or if she didn't want kids at all. She was just talking about her mom's experience. So I was just like, I think it might be you. You kind of just talked about your mom's perspective. So is our children like in your future? Is it something that you would like to have one day, or?
I literally just had this conversation with somebody else, and it's I'm not a hard yes or a hard no. I think it just really depends on where I am in my life. And it also depends on the person I'm having kids with.
That's big.
That's a
Yeah.
big one.
So true.
What do you guys think of the term MILF? Like, what do you vision when you
Honestly,
hear that word?
Isn't it like the most popular category on like?
That's all me. That's all me. That's all me, baby.
Oh,
It's like really.
I'm responsible for that. I take sole responsibility.
An independent woman who's just like, I got kids and.
Yeah.
There's an association, I think, with the term MILF. Like you said, typically they're pretty independent. Are they
Single mom.
Are they single mom, and that's why they're being associated with MILF?
All mothers are beautiful, but I think like the MILF, like biblical MILF, is probably the mom who still has her identity.
That's a great way to put it.
They still watch like Weird Al videos on their free time, or they still like do whatever weird stuff they did before having the kid.
What do you guys do in your free time?
I go to the gym
I could tell.
and I study. Thank you. Thank you so
That'd be
much.
creepy.
Not at all. Thank you so much.
I don't think there's a lot of thought put into the term MILF. I think it's just a term made up by dudes who see hot women and just came up with a name. It's arguably somewhat misogynistic. Biblically accurate MILF? Yeah. That's absolutely an appropriate way to use that term. I respect the fuck out of that.
Go to the gym. I have fur babies of my own, and I love to spend time with them. Honestly, just anything, just going out, events.
Kind of the opposite. I'm chronically online. I don't get out much. When I do, it's usually for like a cool like metal concert.
Trying to get back into entertainment again. I do some music on the side, and
You said again what stopped you from entertainment.
oh well, just just work. I mean, I want to do more than just CVS long term, so I'm trying to get into real estate too. I'm just gonna study that next month.
I feel like most dudes nowadays want a girlfriend who's such a neat that, like, her skin being exposed to the sun would burn it because of how much time she spends inside on the computer. Like, I think that's unironically like a lot of like Gen Z dudes' ideal girl, or at least they'd say it is.
And yeah, just different things. That's just kind of what I'm doing for income currently. But yeah, just
Kristen. She was stumbling on her words and moving around a lot after I had asked her about the entertainment industry.
I really enjoy work. I know that's like kind of taboo, but I like to make money. It gives me a lifestyle that is comfortable.
I think she's the MILF.
My work breathes into my life, and I love my job because it's freelance. I get to work whenever I want, wherever I want. So
They all think it's...
I started to get scared because I was like, it's either Jade or I can't trust anyone in here.
Who is it?
Counted the votes, and we have a three-way tie.
Yowza.
Kristen, Jade, and Sharon. Each one of you will have 30 seconds to state your case.
Here's the thing. I can barely take care of myself. I mean, I hate to admit this. Most days I don't wake up before like 11 a.m.
God, she's just like me for real. She's my dream woman.
I have such a screwed, weird sleep schedule because I stay up all night and I don't see sun as much as I should.
Okay, I need her at. Chat.
And also, I'm kind of terrified of passing a human through my body. There's that.
That's my thought process about it, right? Like, the way I've always thought of pregnancy is like, have you ever eaten something that you know you're going to suffer for later? Like, you eat something from a restaurant, you really enjoy it, but you know you're going to regret it later. And so until that happens, it's just nonstop dread. And then it's finally over with, and you're like, ugh. Yeah, I'm never going there again, but then you do. That's how I imagine pregnancy, but it lasts for 9 months, and the thing you have to pass out of your body is 90 times bigger. That's kind of how I imagine what pregnancy is like. Can you imagine 9 months of just knowing imminently you gotta get that thing out?
I don't really think I'm financially stable to have a baby right now, and that's pretty much, I'm still saving up for a dog. It's like that's what my goal is right now, and definitely don't want a child anytime soon, so.
I mean, same case. I'm not in the best financial
seems sus.
situation. Just a couple months ago, I really accepted the fact that I was just going to be homeless until I truly believe in miracles. I ended up living with a roomie, but I mean, exactly what she said. The thought of passing a baby through me, I'm just, because you hear all the horror stories of birthing someone. I'm just like, do I really want to go through that?
Oh, and it's not even over after you pass the baby. Then there's the afterbirth. You forgot about the afterbirth. And that's actually just like shitting, apparently.
But again, going back to the hard yes or hard no, there are just so many factors that are dependent.
I kind of was just letting everyone speak before. I think that's why I got voted out. It's probably just because I was quieter.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue
Is the
playing
imposter
game,
among us
please
still?
raise your hand.
I just realized this is Among Us. I just now realized this is Among Us. This is MILF Among Us. Yeah, chat agrees that Jade needs to be their wife. Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Okay? For every person you vote out that is not the mole, the money will be reduced in half.
Your scars.
Okay, so let's just say it.
Yeah,
Why
when
not?
was your kid born?
I don't have a kid, but let's be direct. We think it's either you or you, and the reason we think it's you is because I actually think it's you, but they think it might be you.
I think it's you.
Yeah, because you weren't sure about the baby question. You're like,
I'm sorry, but this girl also has the mom bod, okay? I'm not, that's not an insult, you know. You know I don't think it's an insult, okay? But like, I don't know, I feel like she looks like she's had a kid. Not in a bad way. But I feel like she's gotta be the mom. I feel like it's gotta be her. I'm putting my bets on blue tank top girl. That's my bet.
talked about your mom a little bit. And why I think it's you is sleep schedule. Like, if you have a baby, you're probably...
No, she's a gamer neat. She makes content. She's a neat. You're on the wrong track. This is not her. She's a neat.
Up at weird hours of the night. You know what I mean? Even though I am too.
My antidepressants make me sleep like 12 hours a day. Okay. So that's a big part of it.
Fair.
Yeah, she's a neat.
Do you guys have any meaningful tattoos that you guys are comfortable showing right now?
This is my dad. He died last year. This is a signature. It's my only one though.
I just got this tattoo on the back of my leg. It says all is well, well is all.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love that.
I only have one. It's a G. It's my best friend's first name, Gabby.
Your best friend?
I know.
Really? I love my best friend. I don't have her tattooed on me. Oh. Look, I love my best friend. Don't have her name tattooed on me. So I was like, that's a child. You have a child's name tattooed on you.
So I was gonna say I have
I gotta agree with Jade. I'm both simping for and agreeing with Jade on this. I think Jade's MILF detectors are strong.
grandmother the day she was born to the day she passed away with an infinity sign in her name. And then Metallica is one of my favorite bands.
No, it's not.
It is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
And
That's
I
so
have
rad.
a Metallica inspired tattoo on my inner arm.
That is such a cool surprise.
I have this because I just saw it on the internet and I thought it was cute.
Oh, yeah.
I got this with my best friend.
See, she has a best
I
friend.
do, that's why I was like, you dragged
But
me.
is it your best friend's initial?
No, it's mine.
Oh, that's cute.
What's your relationship with your baby's father? What's it like? You guys talk a lot, or?
I don't have one.
See, I'm really bad at this. I'm not that.
You said you're married, but do you guys live alone or do you live with other people?
Do you have a partner?
Metallica, you think?
It's a complicated situation right now.
Metallica girl
We're
with
figuring it
MILFs?
out. I don't like that. But I live by myself though.
Okay. I'm living with family, and I recently broke up with my boyfriend.
He didn't deserve you.
She's the mom. She's the mom. She's the mom. She broke up with her boyfriend. She has the kids, and she's moved in with her mom. Yep. That's what's happened. 100%.
I live with a roommate.
Okay.
And my cat.
Also a roommate, but 2 dogs, and then her dog too.
I just live with my husband and then our 2 dogs.
All right, nice.
She even looks
Just 'cause
suspicious
she
as
was
she's
also
holding up
giving
the...
a very loving, comforting energy where she's like, all right, it's almost giving, come on kids, let's get together and let's talk about this some more.
Once the first round passed, I only was paying attention to her.
I was shook. I really didn't think I gave any kind of mom energy.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
She's so guilty.
Don't play me, y'all.
I know,
really
if one of you
trusted
play me,
y'all.
I'm so
Don't play
scared.
me.
She's so guilty.
The lights turn
She's so
green.
guilty.
That means you have voted the mole out and you all win.
Please be
The
red.
light
Please be
turns
red. Please be red.
That means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
Come on.
Period.
I was wrong.
Okay, Bert, you're not a mom.
No, neither are you. I'm so sorry.
They voted the MILF out. Who was she? Was she my original guess? Okay, I feel like I win if she was my original guess. If my original guess was the MILF,
That's
then...
very sweet.
On my count, the mole will step forward and reveal themselves. In 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
I actually have a 19-year-old and a 14-year-old. I was a teen mom.
Her kids are older, that's why. I love all their collective reactions. Oh, that's why she had her kids super young. And they're older, and so she's able to, like... I was assuming the kids would have to be under 10, right? Because all these women are still pretty young to even be considered MILFs. I said the kid could be older, Zan, but they're younger, so I didn't expect them to have a kid who's older, right? Yo, all this means is Jade has no baggage. You're damn right. You're damn right. And she didn't mention being in a relationship. I think we're in, boys. I think we're in.
You're an inspiration. That's super rad.
My daughters are. I do get called a MILF. I take it as a compliment. It depends on who it comes from. If it's coming from another mom, another female, then I'm like, okay, real recognizes real. But then if it comes from a male, I'm like, okay, somebody's been on the little orange and black block site.
That is the best way she could have said that. God, if they'd asked, what do you call Pornhub, then that would have been the best question to ask, and we would have known right away she ratted you out. Listen, guys. Guys. Let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. She's not wrong, but she didn't have to say it.
And then I kind of try to stay away. Was it the you were the only one? It's funny because I voted this way, and then you were...
Damn.
I feel so bad. I just want to apologize. I was dead on you every round.
But it's a compliment, honestly. It's like you're sweet and maternal, and it's like...
Which, you know, I do take that as a compliment because I feel like I have zero maternal instincts, and maybe I do because, like, I have two fur babies, so I'm like, my babies.
Motherhood, which is within womanhood, comes in so many different forms.
I just picture like a hot mom driving her Range Rover with her kids in the back, just a boss lady.
I think that at the end of the day, taking the word back, like, hell yeah, I'm a MILF. And, you know, you don't have to worry about what the weird kind of like pervy people say. It's like, it's a word of empowerment.
It is. And I'm a full advocate for it being a word of empowerment, particularly because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the right has made being a woman and not having been married and had a kid by like 26, they've made that into like a bad thing. They're trying to demonize women getting older and make it as though like, yeah, women are only valuable like the closer to being underage they are, pretty much, is the perspective the right is pushing. And I feel like a cultural embracing of the beauty of older women, like, instead of trying to fetishize youth to this extremely creepy degree that conservatives do, to instead, like, value the beauty in like, being older. I think that's actually a really good thing. The DILF stuff also does the same thing, right? Because so many guys get a lot of shame as they get older, and then you've got, like, a lot of younger women who will be like, I love dad bods, I love dudes who are older, DILF. And it's like, I imagine that, like, helps to sort of, like, make a few guys feel like they can reclaim being older, you know? It's not just a thing that can be, like, levied at women. Age sucks. Getting older sucks. And I think there is value in a cultural movement that's set around, like, gassing up people who have gotten older and don't necessarily get as much appreciation as they did when they were younger. If that's, of course, what they want. Obviously, you shouldn't, like, walk up to a random woman on the street you think is pretty who's, like, older and be like, yo, you're a MILF, you're a MILF. Like, God, that's super cringe. But, like, you know. I do think the general pro-MILF movement is a good thing, and I'm fully behind it.